Bilal yelled, rushing forward. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be lost in a jungle where no one can hear you scream? What would you do if the forest turned from friend to fear, and your only hope was your best friend beside you? That's exactly what happened to Arman and Bilal, two best friends chasing adventure who never imagined they'd be fighting for survival. It was a sunny morning when they packed their camping gear and drove toward Green Fang Jungle, a place known for its beauty and silence. By afternoon, they found the perfect spot near a river, pitched their tent, and laughed under the trees. That night, they talked about dreams, the stars, and life, unaware that by sunrise, they'd lose everything but each other.
The next morning, their spirit was high. "Let's explore deeper today," Bilal said with a grin. They packed a few snacks, left a small trail of stones behind them, and entered deeper into the wild. Hours passed, the sunlight grew weaker and the trees denser. "Wait, wasn't the river this way?" Arman frowned. Bilal turned around, confused. The marks they made were gone, washed away by the wind or maybe by animals. Panic crept in slowly, every direction looked the same. Okay, relax," Bilal said. "We'll find our way back." But the forest had already swallowed them. The sun disappeared, darkness crawled in. Strange sounds echoed, the cry of distant animals, the whisper of leaves. That night they made a fire and sat close. Arman whispered, "Bilal, do you feel like something's watching us?" And in that silence, something was. A branch cracked somewhere behind them. Arman grabbed the flashlight, his hands shaking. He turned and froze. Two golden eyes glowed between the bushes. The fire flickered. A tiger stood there, tall, silent, powerful. Bilal whispered, "Don't move, don't even breathe." The tiger's gaze locked on them. Its tail swayed slowly. The boys could hear their own heartbeats. Arman's breath trembled. "Bilal, I know," Bilal whispered, his voice breaking. "Stay calm." Then, thinking fast, Bilal threw their leftover food away from the fire. The tiger's head turned just for a second. "Run!" They ran barefoot through the jungle, branches cutting their arms, hearts pounding like thunder. The tiger didn't chase, but the terror stayed with them. When they stopped, gasping and shaking, they realized the jungle was deeper now, and they were completely lost.
Let's rest, Arman panted, sitting down. But as he stepped forward, the ground vanished beneath his feet. He screamed and disappeared. "Arman!" Bilal yelled, rushing forward. It was a ditch, deep and dark. He saw Arman struggling below, stuck in mud. "Hold my hand! Hold my hand!" Bilal shouted. I can't climb." Bilal lay flat, reaching down, his arm trembling. "You can! Don't let go, you idiot!" Their fingers brushed, slipped, and caught again. Bilal used a vine, wrapping it around his wrist and throwing it down. "Hold on tight!" With every ounce of strength he pulled. His arms burned, but he didn't stop. They hugged each other tightly. Arman whispered, "You saved my life." Bilal smiled weakly. What are friends for, if not this? Days blurred into one another. Their food was gone, their water bottles were empty. Then they heard it, the faint trickle of a river. They stumbled toward the sound and found fresh water. They drank like it was heaven itself. Maybe this river leads to the edge of the jungle, Armand said. So they followed it. Step by step. Their lips were cracked, their skin scratched. At night, they built small shelters of branches. Sometimes they'd laugh weakly just to feel normal. Other times, silence filled the air, heavy and hopeless. Armand whispered one night, "Do you think anyone's looking for us?" Bilal stared at the sky. "I hope so." They looked up. "A helicopter! Bilal, look, it's a rescue team!" They jumped, shouting, waving their shirts. "Help! Down here!" The helicopter hovered for a moment. So close they could see its shadow, but the jungle canopy was too thick, and then it turned away. "No!" Armand screamed. "Come back, we're here!" The sound faded. Silence returned, louder than ever. The sound faded. His knees. "They didn't see us." Armand put a hand on his shoulder. "We'll keep going. We have to." That night, both cried quietly, but still held on to each other. Because hope was all they had left. By the 7th day, every step hurt. Armand's foot was bleeding. Bilal's palms were torn. Their eyes were hollow, their bodies weak. "Maybe we should rest," Armand said. Bilal shook his head. Armand said, "If we stop now, we might never move again." They walked until the trees began to thin. The sound of birds changed, and then they heard it. They ran, half falling, half crawling, until they saw it. The sea, endless and blue. They collapsed on the sand, crying and laughing all at once. The jungle was behind them, the open sky ahead. But they were still alone. Hours passed. The sun burned above. Bilal lay still, whispering, "Maybe this is where it ends." Armand didn't answer. He was staring at the horizon. "Wait, is that a ship?" A faint silhouette cut across the sea, growing larger. He jumped up, waving his arm, shouting, "We're here, please!" For a few moments, it seemed hopeless again, and then the ship's horn echoed across the ocean. It turned toward them. Tears streamed down their faces as a rescue boat reached the shore. They were pulled aboard, weak, trembling, but alive. The captain wrapped them in blankets. "You boys are lucky," he said. "You made it out of the wild." Armand looked at Bilal and smiled faintly. "No, we made it together." Even in the darkest jungles, friendship is the light that keeps you alive. When the world forgets you, hope and courage remember your way home.